Cover Killer Nation here. Happy Friday the 13th, everybody. And also happy birthday to Chuck Schuldiner from death. May you rest in peace, you metal god, you metal legend. Thank you for all the memories. And also, it's fitting that I do the death discography whenever this is all going on. However, that's not what I'm here to tackle today. Just here to let you know, though, in this video, that there are 5 of the albums up already. We have just a couple of more left in the series. And check out the playlists that are on the channel. They're not completely updated for everything, but that is a good way to find out some of the things that I have done, in case you are wondering if I've done an album that you've wanted me to do. The topic, however, for today is something that I've had a couple of requests for, not to mention also something that I've kind of been thinking about doing for quite a long time, but just never could really spit it out. And I think that this is going to be the day, Friday the 13th. It's a taboo day, so it's time for a taboo topic. So let's just do it. We're going to talk about selling out today. Now, I'm not selling out, obviously. Well, unless you count me doing other things besides metal. Then I've already sold out. Sucks, right? No, we're not going to go that route. But selling out as far as music is concerned, as far as a musician or a band is concerned, this is a term that we've seen thrown around for decades now to really describe what happens whenever a band gets kind of popular or kind of changes their sound or goes into a different direction that really seems to lead to almost instant success, or just whenever it seems that they have really tuned themselves to a little bit more of a commercially friendly sound, kind of dumb things down a little bit to get more of the mainstream population interested in their music, as opposed to just doing what came naturally, what came right, and what was really amazing previous. Now, this is something that we've seen in this is something you don't see in every single genre of music, so this is obviously a very restrictive term, selling out. Mainly because in a style of music such as pop or something like that, it's a little bit more difficult to sell out, considering you're already making a very, very simplified, commercially friendly, at least you should be, to be successful in pop music form of music. So you see this more often in heavy metal. You see it in alternative rock whenever a band is a little bit harder edge or a little bit more enigmatic, and then they make a sound that's really, really friendly for the radio or something like that. And you even hear it with rap music with a lot of people. A lot of people will say that somebody has had a tighter rhyming scheme or tighter beats or something like that, and then went to a different format. A lot of people have said that with Recovery and with the album previous to that, Relapse, that Eminem had sold out, just to use an example. I want to know what you guys think about selling out, and I'm about to give you my opinion on selling out, but I want to know what you guys think. I want to hear about what bands you think sold out, and anything about selling out. Today is the day where we all sell out and talk about selling out. For me, selling out has always been kind of a taboo topic, because sometimes bands don't deliberately do this just to try to get the acclaim. They do this because they decide to shift and move into that direction by themselves. This is not something that is influenced by anything else. There are also bands that whenever they make this leap, whenever they make this kind of jump, it's what seems like the natural progression of their previous albums has really shown and dictated. In Flames is honestly one of the best examples I can think of, even though for the past decade they've bored me shitless. But you can kind of see with classic albums, even though they are classics, such as Clayman, such as Colony, that the sound was getting a little bit different than what we heard on the original couple albums with the Jester Race, with Lunar Strain, with Horacle. You can tell that there was an evolution coming. Now, the Plains and the whole entire plane was really shifted a little bit more radically whenever the next album came out, but Soundtrack to Your Escape, I'm sorry. But you can sort of see the progression and the direction coming. There are other bands where it just seems like the shift came out of nowhere, and that's where I see selling out really being the main cause. Whenever you see a band that performs one style and then completely shifts everything around. And they're not a band that typically does that. I'm saying they're not a band that typically experiments around on every single affair. Maybe you can lace that term in if it ends up going straight to the top. If this is something that this band was completely unheard of, and then all of a sudden, bam, everybody knows them, everybody gives a shit about them, just because they have a song on the radio because they changed their sound to some radio-friendly pop bullshit. Okay, I'm willing to go that route. Some people are going to ask me probably if I think that Metallica sold out. Not really. I think that they changed their sound up a little bit. I think Bob Rock's a motherfucker. But sell out? I don't know. Megadeth, people say sold out. No. Megadeth was going through differences with their lineup. You have to understand also that Marty Friedman, just look at his progression as a musician. Dave Mustaine was battling his demons. There was a lot of internal conflict within that band. And Risk, at least, gave us the benefit of the name symbolizing what the album's supposed to be. So I want to know what you guys think. Selling out. Yes? No? Who do you think is sold out? What do you think it is? Was my description great? Was my description bullshit? Happy Friday the 13th, everybody. Happy birthday, Chuck Schuldiner. Have a good one.